Good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're viewing this. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Should we shut it down? Should we shut the whole channel down, right? We're accomplishing all our objectives. Everything we've talked about is coming true. If you appreciate that, give me a like, give me a subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I'm making new videos, and give me a comment, right? Give me a comment if you've followed this channel from the start, if you've followed my entry into positions, because if you have, you ain't losing, we're winning. So that's gonna be a short video because all I can do is brag on this video, right? Since day one, when I started the channel 11 weeks ago, I told you ADA and Ethereum are gonna outperform Bitcoin by the end of the year, a year from now, and 5 years from now, and they already are. And ADA has some catching up to do now to Ethereum, because Ethereum has just gone on a tear, but ADA will outperform both of those by those same time frames by the end of the year, a year from now, and 5 years from now. So we'll just got to wait and see, and we'll talk about that on this video, why I think ADA will catch up. So if you appreciate that, give me a like, give me a subscribe. So let's just jump right in, right? So if you've been watching my channel for 11 weeks, I have that's my hypothesis, right? But we prove it. I collect data and I prove it on Twitter. Follow me there at @crypto_liberal, and here, right? We prove it on here and on Twitter that my hypothesis is true. So we invest $100 every week into those three coins: ADA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and we're tracking how they perform. And so far we've put $100 a week in for 10 weeks now. We've done it. So we put $1,000 in, and how are they performing? Ethereum is crushing it the last couple weeks here. So Ethereum is in the lead. ADA's ahead of Bitcoin. And it's both of them are ahead of Bitcoin, like I said was going to happen. And we still have 6 months in the year left. And only good news on Ethereum and Ethereum and ADA to come. Vassal hard fork for ADA, the Ethereum 2.0, their move to proof of stake on Ethereum. And what does Bitcoin have coming up? Right? I've said that on this channel from day one. Why are Ethereum and ADA going to outperform? Because they're improving. They're constantly improving. They're the boyfriend or girlfriend who wants to improve your relationship, who's constantly analyzing, performing self-examination and trying to better themselves. Bitcoin just lies there. Do you want a boyfriend or girlfriend who just lies there? No, you want one that's constantly working on the relationship, constantly improving, constantly self-examining, right? Their weaknesses to improve. And that's what we have with Ethereum and ADA. And that's why they're going to outperform by the end of the year, for sure, by a year from now and 5 years from now. And so the fact that they're ahead right now of Bitcoin, like I said it was going to happen, just means 6 months from now it's going to be that much higher with the good news that's coming out for Ethereum and Cardano. So let's look at why do I think Cardano is going to catch Ethereum. So let's look at the market caps, right? I think we touched upon this yesterday. Let's look at the market caps of Cardano and Ethereum. So this is CoinMarketCap, and if you look at the market, fifth column here, market cap. For Ethereum, you see the market cap's $163 billion, right? And that's like $1 billion more, or 10 billion more than yesterday. That's wow. And if you look at Cardano, it's 15 billion. And like I talked about previously, right? Cardano is already places where Ethereum is trying to get to. For example, Ethereum's trying to move to proof of stake. Cardano's already there. Ethereum's trying to reduce their gas fees, because it's outrageously expensive to use Ethereum, particularly in bull markets. Cardano's already there. Ethereum is trying to become more de-inflationary, right? Disinflationary, and by burning ETH. Well, Cardano's already there. Cardano already has a limited number of ADA that can ever exist, similar to Bitcoin. So Ethereum is trying to get places Cardano already is. Now Cardano, in the meantime, is improving their scalability, something that Ethereum needs to do desperately. Cardano has already, established the ability for NFTs and DeFi dApps and stable coins, all to be built on the back of Cardano. And that exists on Ethereum, but with all those other advantages, it's the scalability, the reduced gas fees, the well, what am I trying to say? The proof of stake. Already those benefits already exist on Cardano, and Ethereum's trying to get there. So just thinking about those the market caps of each, right? Cardano is over 10 times lower, or a tenth of the market cap of Ethereum. A tenth of the market cap of Ethereum. So I think Cardano, not this year, maybe not about 2-3 years from now, but eventually Cardano will catch the market cap of Ethereum. And I can see them, pulling into a head-to-head race to see who is going to be the leader in the industry. And if Cardano just caught Ethereum right now, that's a 10x from here for Cardano. So that's why I think Cardano is going to outperform Ethereum, and both of them are going to outperform Bitcoin. And it's not going to even be close, because again, like I've said on this channel, Bitcoin is great for what it is. I've said this before on this channel. It's my stable coin. That's all it is. It's a stable coin, right? And it's not proving very stable, obviously, the past 9 months. But in the end, yeah, I want to accumulate as much right now, as much ADA and Ethereum as I can, and then when it explodes, like I think it's going to, then move back into Bitcoin, and collect that stability for when the eventual downward ebbs, come, right? The downward channels that we're in right now, the bear markets, because Bitcoin's not going to go down as much as Cardano and Ethereum. So that's my game plan. And how's that working out? Look at this. We are killing it in Bitcoin against Bitcoin in ADA and Ethereum. They are outperforming, just like I said they would. I mean, let's start with Bitcoin right here. If it pops up, my candles disappeared on me. So look at this. So we've just been in, moving up and down in this sideways channel for over a month now, right? And Bitcoin is still going to struggle until we get some volume. There's just no volume. Bitcoin is still going to struggle to get over this blue line. And I told you about this blue line before we got up to it back here. And I said we're going to struggle to get above it. And what did we do? We wicked right up to it, got rejected, went back down, and still in this sideways channel. So, Ethereum or Bitcoin isn't really showing bullish or much bearish signs right now. I still think the trend is down and until it can prove otherwise. But that's not the case for the alts, right? ADA versus Bitcoin. And I mean, look at this. And I look at the weekly, right? Look at the weekly. This descending wedge. Excuse me. We broke above it, right? Back here. And I brought it to the channel when we were breaking above it. And before this giant green candle, I brought it to the channel and said, ADA is about to turn mega bullish against Bitcoin. And I told you when one ADA was 0.000019 Bitcoin. And right now we're at 0.00002149 Bitcoin. That's like a 13% profit versus Bitcoin. Or outperforming Bitcoin by 13%, right? And it's just getting started. This is just the start of the alt season. So, and this is when you want to recognize it. So if you appreciate that I brought this to the channel, right? Right at the opportune moment to get in, give me a like, give me a subscribe. But that's not even the best one, right? ETH versus Bitcoin. Again, I look at the weekly chart, and I brought it to you right when we were bumping up against this support line, this red line. This is when I brought it to the channel, and I said I'm moving from Bitcoin into ETH. And when one ETH was 0.052 Bitcoin, and right now it's 0.063 Bitcoin, right? That's a 23% gain against Bitcoin. What does that mean? Right? We're stacking sats without trading on leverage, without risking liquidation, without putting new money in, you can just simply move from Bitcoin into ADA, into Ethereum, and kill it. And kill it. And you know what? All the Bitcoin maxis are starting to freak out. They're going to be on the outside looking in by the end of this year because alt season is just getting started. We've been talking about this on the channel. Recognize alt season before anybody else does. Before any of these crypto influencers on Twitter, on YouTube, before any of them start hammering away on alt season, we're going to be involved. And if, nobody's talking about it right now, but if you had followed this channel for the past couple weeks, you've been in ETH, you've been in ADA, and they're exploding today against Bitcoin. And there's no better place to be than in alts right now. And that's the start. Those are just two, right? The one trade that I'm losing in right now, but barely, but the chart is still bullish and we're still going to be proven right. Right? The weekly candle turned green finally this week, but Polkadot versus Bitcoin. I told you a couple weeks ago, after we broke the red line, this top red line, this descending red line as resistance, I said, look, if it breaks back down and hits that red line and turns it into support, get into Polkadot. That's what I was doing. And yeah, we're down a little bit. I got in when one Polkadot was 0.00035 Bitcoin, and now it's at 0.00033 Bitcoin. So we're down a little bit, but that trade is like 2 weeks old at this point. It's barely even started, and that chart is still bullish because we haven't violated that support line, right? We haven't gone below that red line, and now we look at that this week again. We bounced right off of that red line. That red line is perfect. It's acting as support, and we're bouncing off. And Polkadot's gonna go on a bull run. Just watch. But that's not the only one, right? I told you the same day I told you about Polkadot was turning bullish against Bitcoin. I told you about MATIC, and I chose Polkadot over MATIC, which is my mistake. But look at this. Again, I told you this week, back here on the week of June 27th, I said, June 20th, I said, MATIC is breaking out. Wait for it to see if that former resistance line turns into support. It did. It bounced off. And look at these giant green candles MATIC is getting the past couple weeks. Look at it. I mean, it's bullish against Bitcoin. And that's not the only one. Aave versus Bitcoin. I told you I'm waiting till the end of this week, till the end of tomorrow to make sure it's bullish. Well, I wish I would have gotten in because like last week I said, hey, it broke out. I'm going to wait until this week to see if that resistance line turns into support. And look what happened. I mean, it bounced off that red line perfectly. You can't make it up. It's beautiful. Look at it. It bounced off of it perfectly, and now we're having a giant green candle. I wish I would have gotten in when it bounced off that red line, but I didn't. I was going to wait till the end of the week. And now I'm going to have to figure out if I'm going to get in tomorrow because it's obviously going to finish green against Bitcoin. 5 alt charts, 5 bullish charts against Bitcoin. Alt season is coming. I've been telling you. I've been trying to ram it home to you for weeks now. Alt season is coming. Alt season is here. It's here. It's just starting. And that's the best part. It's just starting. It's just starting. Those charts, right? I'm waiting for 200, 300% returns for ADA. I'm waiting for a 50% return on ETH. Excuse me. I'm waiting for like a 100% return on Polkadot. And similar returns on MATIC and Aave. And that's not the only ones. There's other ones that I'll bring to the channel. If you appreciate that, give me a like, give me a subscribe, because what are we doing? We bringing things to the channel right at the exact moment they're turning bullish. Right at the exact moment they're turning bullish against Bitcoin. We're calling alt season before anybody else in all of crypto Twitter, in all of crypto YouTube. We're calling alt season before anybody else recognizes it. And it's turning out absolutely 100%, 1000% correct. I hope this gets you pumped because I'm so pumped, right? It's all coming out exactly as we've been talking about. And I get excited and I can't get rid of my COVID cough still, and I haven't had COVID for a month. But I am so pumped because there's still 6 months left in this year. And the good news is still yet to come out or be launched on Cardano. Vassal still hasn't launched. Ethereum still hasn't moved to proof of stake. Those are bullish events on the horizon. And what's coming on the horizon for Bitcoin? Nothing. It's just lying there. It's just lying there. So if you appreciate that, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I hope you're having an amazing weekend, because I am. When I woke up and I saw the charts today, and I was like, it's all happening. It's all happening, just like we've been calling for 11 weeks on this channel. For 11 weeks, we've been saying, we've been consistent. We've been calling this exact event for 11 weeks. And I've been blocked by people on Twitter who don't like it when I call them out and say, other people have been saying, don't put money in alts because they're going to lose against Bitcoin in a bear market. And I said, well, prove it. Put it in writing, like I do with, our little portfolio that we just talked about. And I get blocked. I got blocked by people because I said, hey, make sure if somebody's saying stuff like that on Twitter, make them prove it, like I do in writing every week. And I get blocked. But it's working out for us, right? It's working out for this channel. So I hope you appreciate that. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Hope you're having a great weekend. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Good night.